Yo, what up? It's your boy Shady C here. A little bit of a mess, but that's alright. Somebody asked me a few minutes ago if the WWE Network is worth getting. So I guess some people don't know. So what I'm going to do is show y'all a full review of the WWE Network. I did one of these a few years ago, but a lot has changed since then. So when you first get on the WWE Network, this is what comes up. On Now is basically a stream. Let me show you this real quick. Click on here, on Now, and then you click Watch Now. And it has a little, thing that they do. Fun program, yeah, they got to do the little parental control, parental advisory thing. They give you what it's rated. They tell you what's in it. And it's WrestleMania 9, as you can see. And you exit out. And you go back to this screen right here. This is like the main screen you'll always see. Now from here, this is what's featured on the network. This is what, they're featuring Fastlane from 2018. That's like they think they want you to check out. And then you can go down to schedule and see what's going to be on, kind of like a TV guide, if you will. Today, they got WrestleMania 9 on right now. They had NXT before that. They got Mixed Match Challenge coming up. The new show, WWE Photo Shoot. That's what's cool, too, is they have original stuff on here that you ain't going to find anywhere else. My network come after that. As you can see, that's the schedule. Now, go down to shows. This is where, well, let me skip that. I'm going to come back to that later. That's where it shines. But collections, if you just want to see what they have on the collections, basically it's different categories. They have new classic content, new to WWE Network, The New Day, Piper's Pit, Born to Controversy. And basically, like, you click on that, and it just gives you a whole bunch of, like, for example, this one is a whole bunch of Roddy Piper related content. And then back, I'm going to show you my favorite thing. What I usually always go to. Oh, and they also have recommended, what they'll recommend to you. And you can search it too, which is really cool. And then you got parental controls and you got your account. But mainly when I come on here, I go to shows. And from here, you can get to anywhere. You can even get to them categories if you wanted to. But the WWE pay-per-views, well, pay-per-views is they have WWE with alternate audio, ECW, WCW, and so forth. So you go here, and you're getting, something else cool, is they go by the year. It's like, for example, let me go back to that. I hit the wrong button. Right now, I'm on the year. You can stay in 2018. You can go all across if you want to. But if you're new and you want to see the history, you hit the back arrow button on the remote, the back button right there, and it takes you right here to their first year of stuff. You got the Wrestling Classic, which it was their first, like, considered main pay-per-view. And then they have a tournament, which is pretty much, it was like the original King of the Ring tournament. And WrestleMania, wait, hit the wrong button. Down. You have to hit down once you get to the category or the year you want. You have that one, and you got WrestleMania 1. Then what did they do that next year? Wait, wrong button, sorry. What did they do in 86? They did the big events, which was Hogan and Orndorff, and they did WrestleMania 2. And you can go like that through every year. You can go here. Okay, what did they do? 86 was their big year pay-per-view wise. They had Survivor Series, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and the Royal Rumble. So I don't believe that's the first ever one, because the first ever one, I think, took place the year. Wait, no, yeah, maybe that is the first ever one. And then you go back from there, and you've got all your ECW. Now these are all the pay-per-views. These ain't just a handful. These are pretty much everything they've released. You have the most recent, all the way back to the very first. And some of the ECW ones are actually completely uncensored. They're TVMA, some of them. And then if you want to see some old WCW stuff, that's their most recent. And then their very first ones, in 83 and so forth. And it's not just that either. You got your Mixed Match Challenge, NXT, 205 Live, This Week in WWE, which is like a recap show, the Mae Young Classic, Raw replays. And what's really cool now is they've got every episode of Raw and SmackDown on here, which is really, really cool. And then you got the original stuff you can only find here. A show called WWE 24, which they have quite a few episodes of going all the way back to 2015. So you got, and basically what it is behind the scenes. It's like a making of, kind of. And they've got NXT Brooklyn, Roman Reigns Never Alone. And it's just kind of like, see, it says right there, in this edition of 24, we reveal the personal story of the Rising Stars family and memorable experiences at WrestleMania 31. They have one about Booker T. They have one about WrestleMania 30. And it's just like a behind-the-scenes look. It's really cool. WWE 365, which I have not yet watched. I guess they've only done one episode, and that was in 2017. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. WWE Beyond the Ring is basically their DVD releases put here, which is really cool to have and be able to see. And they've got all of them starting with 2004. They have the Rise and Fall of ECW, which I've watched many times and I like. The Rise and Fall of WCW, which I've watched and I like. And yeah, that's a really cool thing they got. WWE Breaking Ground, which I haven't watched yet, but I've heard is good. It's kind of like Tough Enough, sort of. But it's not really a competition. It's just like the behind the scenes of NXT and whatnot. And growing that. Bring It to the Table, which is really good. I've seen most of these episodes. It's got JBL. I can't remember the other two hosts because I've seen a couple episodes, but not all of them. And it's kind of like each one has a different theme, and they talk about things relating to the internet fans, and they reference the internet fans quite a bit on that. Camp WWE, which I've seen all of, and I love. I love this show because it's an adult animated show. You'll even hear some F-bombs in it. It's really good. It's like, I consider it to be like rock and wrestling, but mature. WWE Countdown, which is different countdown themed stuff, like the Men of Mystery, the top 10 Men of Mysteries, top 10 Strangest Bedfellows, top 10 International Sensations, and so forth. So there's a lot of stuff on here to watch. There's even more too. Culture Shock with Corey Graves. There's a lot of like tattoo related stuff. They got Comic-Con right there. That was from 2015. I guess I haven't done an episode in a while. The Edge and Christian show, which is really, really funny. A lot of skits, a lot of stuff like that. First Look is just where they preview different releases coming out. They have a Best of NXT that was coming out. And yeah, so that was cool too. Hall of Fame, I've spent a lot of time in this category too. They have all the different episodes of the Hall of Fame. They even have, going back to 94, before it was a full show, they have a special look back here. Again, before it was a full show, they have the look backs. So that's really cool to see too. Holy Foley, which is the Foley family reality show, which was most likely scripted, but still very entertaining. Jerry Springer Too Hot for TV was really good. This was a great show. Each one had a different theme, topic type thing. Sex sells, which as we know it definitely does. Deaths and funerals in the WWE. Say what? So different things like this. And that's definitely a very entertaining show. Legends House, which was a reality show where the different legends were in there. So that was definitely cool. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched most of it. Legends with JBL is like an interview show. Definitely really good. I don't know why they stopped doing it. Maybe they just haven't done it in a while, but they're going to go back to it. Monday Night War. Watched every episode multiple times. This is a great show. It starts with the very beginning. But you got to remember, too, this story is told by the victors. So the victor gets to tell the story. So you got to keep that in mind, too. That this is from the WWE perspective. Though they do have some nice interview segments with WCW guys. And if you get the DVD, they have a bonus where they have Sting in there, which Sting went in the original. WWE original specials. They got Photo Shoot, which is a new show I ain't watched yet. Rivalries is good. I don't know why they stopped doing that. Each one has a different rivalry focused on. They started doing them back in 2014. And it's like a full show. It's really good. I definitely recommend it to anybody. Slam City is an animated show, but for kids. Stone Cold Podcast is just him interviewing a bunch of different people. Each episode is somebody different. It's a good show, though. I would recommend that. Music Power 10 is just showing off different themes. I haven't watched this yet, so I don't know. WWE Straight to the Source, haven't watched this one yet, but okay, it's like an interview thing. There was only one. Well, no, there was more than one. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen this yet, so eventually I want to watch these. But there's a whole lot of stuff to watch. Superstar Angus tattoo stuff. Swerved, which is like Punked, but with WWE. Season 1 was definitely better. See, Season 1 was superstars punking other superstars. Season 2 was fans, superstars punking fans and whatnot. It was more fun to see them do that with each other. Table for 3, which is just different episodes of 3 people talking about different topics. I've seen a couple of those, not all of them. Total Bellas is cool. Total Divas is cool. Tough Enough. They have all the different seasons of Tough Enough on here, which is really cool. Undertaker, Phenomenal 25 Years. See, they have different. WrestleMania Rewind is a look back show. They have a bunch of different things on here. They're original. They're everybody can enjoy. Where I mostly go is down here. Now, see, the cool thing about the network is it's for everybody. If you're a longtime fan but you don't watch no more, this is good for you too. They have All-Star Wrestling, AWA, Clash of the Champions, all the ECW episodes, Global Wrestling Federation, Home Video Classics, which is a bunch of Coliseum videos, which I made a video about that earlier too. Legends of Wrestling, which was a show that they used to do on WWE Classics on Demand. It was, like, for example, it was a roundtable show, like a discussion. It was really cool, though. I enjoyed it. Mid-Atlantic, they have pretty much everything. So, no matter what kind of fan you are, if you're an old fan, a new fan, there's something for you. So, out of 10 stars, which is what, we give here, W Network gets 8 stars, because they just recently added Thunder, which is really cool. Ooh, I didn't even know they added Saturday night. This must be new. I haven't seen this shit on here. So I only have 92 and one episode from 93, but hey, that's still cool. I'm glad they're adding these things. This is really cool, actually. So, I'm going to bump that up now. Out of 10, it gets 9 stars. I didn't know that was new. I just now seen that. So out of 10, it gets 9 because it's almost perfect, but there's always room to add new stuff. I want them to add Saturday Morning Superstars, Wrestling Challenge. I had to say Saturday Morning Superstars because they have a show now called Superstars, so you're going to want to differentiate between the two. Saturday Morning Superstars, Wrestling Challenge, All American Wrestling. So out of 10, it gets 9. I definitely recommend it for any wrestling fan, old or new. Now, if you agree with me, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with everybody. If you don't agree with me, you're probably an indie mark, but you can still like, subscribe, and share. Post comments down below, and as you know, this is Shady C, and I am always right.